What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. We got another week of This Week in Warframe, where we're going over the weekly reset, and just all the Archon Hunts, the Teshin store, Nightwave, all that stuff. So, let's go over all of it, one step at a time. If you like these types of videos, we do daily Warframe video uploads on this channel, and we're also live streaming this currently on the live stream channel as well, so go check that out. For Teshin, we got 3 Forma for 75 Steel Essence. Now, just a reminder, guys, most of the things in this game do reset on Sundays now. Not every little thing, but, you know, as far as, like, Kahl missions, you know, Archon Hunts.
You seek rewards, Hunter?
Your weekly rewards. Actually, there's no weekly rewards from Samaris, but your you know, Anasta sculpture hunts and all that. So, let's go over the Nightwave, and then we'll look at the Archon stuff. The Archon this week will be the Wolf Archon, though. As far as challenges for Nightwave, we got feed the Helminth any resource. You have to unlock Helminth first, in the first place to get that. And that comes from the Sun and the Necrolisk, requiring rank 3. Jailer, completing 3 capture missions. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. LNV Secret Laboratory, definitely not as straightforward. That's going to definitely require some kind of guide for it. You can honestly skip this one. But do remember that if you want to complete this challenge, you need to actually beat the mission after opening the laboratory. If you don't beat the mission after opening the laboratory, it will not count. So, probably just do a capture mission for that one. Kill 500 enemies. That's pretty hard to do if you ask me. You gotta actually kill the enemies, you know. Yeah, it requires you to play the game. Complete 1 sortie. If you're doing the Archon sortie, it should count. Survive for 30 minutes in Kuva survival. That's Tevuni in the Kuva fortress. No other node will work for this. And then complete 3 sorties. This challenge, it technically used to take 3 days. It should take 2 days now if you do the Archon sortie and the normal sortie, and then like just wait 1 more day, I guess, if you really need that Nightwave cred still. As far as cred offerings, we've got, you know, the evergreen stuff at the top. As far as helmets, we've got, looks like nothing too crazy here. It's going to be really up to you. The Wisp Gauth helmet is an upgrade over normal Wisp, at least. And yeah, there's my favorite Naros helmet. We've got Garuda Bathory helmet, pretty decent. And as far as aura mods, pretty bad. I feel like these are the same aura mods we had last week, actually. Physique, Infest. Okay, maybe I'm just tripping right now, but I could have sworn these are the exact same augment mods we had last week. But yeah, these are all bad. Don't buy any of these. Yeah, just don't. Unless you want to like get more health than an Aros, get Physique then. And even then, that's not even a good recommendation. As far as MR fodder, we got the Heat Dagger. Nothing too crazy there. We've got PvP augment mods of Excalibur. Purging Dash, which will remove status effects. Good because they buffed his 1. Atlas Rumble turns you into a big piece of rocks, I guess I'd call it, and it's not good. And Directed Convergence, which gives increased accuracy while aiming on the Supra. So, only thing here really worth getting is like helmets and evergreen stuff. Maybe a Wolf Beacon if you need some of the Wolf stuff. Yeah, let's go over the Archon Hunt now, and we'll look at the Kahl weekly challenges. Reminder that last week was bugged out, and it was Boreal again last week, and it should be the Wolf Archon this week. So as far as Chipper's stock, Chipper's got an Amber Archon Shard, so if you get your 90 stock, go ahead and buy it. That's a once per week purchase, and it cannot be Tau Shard as far as we can tell. Kahl's missions. Now, remember, my Kahl mission might be different than your Kahl mission, so the challenges are going to be potentially different depending on which mission you're on, but we got complete the mission without dying or becoming veiled for 30 stock, get 5 gene stamps for 15 stock,
Blue girl, fine, armor work.
Complete the mission in under 15 minutes for 15 stock. Kahl, kill quick, get 5 kills in 3 seconds for the armor stock. I do have a guide on how to do this one for the second mission, which I believe it is today, so I'm going to have to make sure I remember how to do that. We've got Scavenge, the Damage Thumper. This is a really easy 15 stock right here. And we've also got Unlock the Cache with Password. Guys, there is still no cumulative challenges, okay? No cumulative challenges for these yet. We're waiting until Echoes of Veilbreaker for that one, unfortunately. All right, now we're going to go over the Archons. Now, you actually can technically talk to this person over here to look at the Archon. I don't know why it says Track Archon. It just opens the Archon menu right here. So we got the Wolf Archon. It's dropping a red shard this week. So you get an Amber shard from Clipper, and you get a red shard from the actual Archon Hunt. Good to know. We got Mobile Defense, Normal Defense, and then Wolf Archon Showdown. I heard that they patched out my strategy of waypointing the Archon when it teleports around, but still not too bad. So that's it for your weekly missions. Let's go look at the invigorations and see if we've got anything good. Now, guys, remember, there are only 3 Kahl missions. Echoes of Veilbreaker might change them up a little bit, but yeah. the 3 Archon missions we have are the 3 Archon missions we're going to get. And will we look at that? Garuda Invigoration. Please be good. Alright, so remember, these are weekly and not... like, just because I have this doesn't mean you're going to be getting it as well. So we've got the Invigoration for Oberon, giving secondary crit chance and 75% reload speed. We've got a melee damage and parkour velocity Invigoration for Caliban. And we've got a really... I'm just going to do it right now. 1,000 armor and 100 ability duration for Garuda. I'm literally doing that right now. Because that's a good one. And I want to use that for the Archon Hunt today. So, nice. So as far as like news for this week in Warframe, we're pretty much just waiting on DE to drop more info on Echoes of Veilbreaker. We know that there is an update coming out soon. We just don't know when it is. And, you know, there's supposed to be duviri this year, too. Don't forget about that. So they've got a lot of stuff to do. Crossplay is still going strong between Xbox and PC. But I'm definitely thinking that PlayStation and Switch need, and also Epic Games Store need to get a piece of that crossplay, because it's been working really well. But we're still kind of wondering what's going on with cross-trade. If you just look at the recruit chat right now, like you can see Xbox players on recruit chat. It's like they're still here, you know, a dead goat. Pretty sure there's a guy named like Sweat something. He's always in here. But this is still only PC only. None of these guys are going to be on Xbox for right now. So it's unknown if they're going to actually fully add it. I think if they do add it, there will be something about the whole like, you know, 10 gen on PC costing money, and then 10 gen on console costing plat. I think they're going to maybe change something like that. Hopefully for the better. I would love to be able to spend my plat on 10 gen, because as it stands right now, like there's a bunch of skins I want, but I don't want to be dropping like, you know, $20 extra just to get a couple extra looks on some of the frames I like, when I already have looks I like a lot. So we will see. I think that, you know, it's not really fair to PlayStation. Like, you know, they have crossplay between the two platforms of like, you know, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. But at this point, it's like, there's a big player base on PC. And, you know, I'll do public matchmaking missions and have Xbox players in there all the time. So it seems like it's working well. There's lots of speculation behind the scenes that, you know, the easiest version of the crossplay for them to make was Xbox, because like the infrastructure of like Microsoft and all that, PC versus Xbox and all that. I'm not sure if that's 100% confirmed, but it sounds feasible enough to me. So if we can get that going, we can get everything going for it. Then we can start talking about cross-save, because cross-save is what's holding a lot of people back from coming back to the game. So yeah, no real actual news as far as the game's concerned this week, but definitely keep an eye out on the channel. And, you know, I'll be, of course, updating you guys every step of the way of what's going on in Warframe. So hope you guys find it fun and helpful. I'll see you next time, and appreciate all the support. Time to go get a Tau Shard. Peace!